Something doesn't feel quite right here. Now watch me, yo, crank that soldier boy, yo. Much better. So XXL have just released their 2019 freshman list. 8 out of the 11 freshmen, which I predicted, by the way. Pretty good if you ask me. Pretty good. And honestly, I'm quite satisfied with this list. It's a relatively good one this year. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is ranking the freshmen from worst to best in terms of how much I like their music. But before we get into that, I want to thank the boys over at The Ridge for sponsoring today's video. Are you tired of carrying around a clunky, thick leather wallet that just uses a bunch of pocket space? That doesn't even look nice. Do you want something much smaller, much more streamlined, able to fit in your pockets easily, but still be able to carry everything you need, including cash and cards? If so, the Ridge wallet is perfect for you. They've got a bunch of different styles and colors to choose from, so you're bound to find one that you like. And they also have some other products too, such as their Ridge phone case, which can also carry a couple cards. They have 30,000 5-star reviews on their wallets and a lifetime warranty that comes with them. And you can own one of these bad boys today by clicking the link in the description below and using the code 2007 for 10% off, and of course included is free worldwide shipping. Thank you to Ridge once again. They're really helping me in the case that this video gets copyright claimed. It very well could happen. So with that being said, this is CDTVProductions, and let's jump right into looking at my ranking of the 2019 XXL Freshmen from worst to best.
She call me daddy, I don't even know her mama. She gon' do it for some Dolce, Gabbana, Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada.
Man, Blueface fell off the radar insanely quick. How many of you guys know that he dropped a song a week ago with Rich the Kid? And it was to be expected, honestly. His music was kind of entertaining at first and really caught people off guard, but he was destined to have a short shelf life with the whole offbeat flow thing. It was almost impressive how he could rap offbeat that way he does, but kind of make it work. Like, it almost sounded smooth. But once that novelty wears off, you just really find yourself wishing that he would rap on beat more so you could listen to his songs more than a couple of times. Not to mention, the beats that he chooses always sound so similar. Get some piano keys, some juicy 808 hits, and bang, you have a Blueface beat. I'm just really done with his music, honestly. It's not entertaining anymore.
I will give you the world, baby girl. You just gotta be worthy.
If there's one thing I can say for YK, it's that his delivery does have a bit of a different twist to it than most people in this melodic rap subgenre. And at this very moment, I can't tell if I like it or not. It's almost like aggressive singing at some points, almost Oscar the Grouch-esque in tonality.
Things are always gonna get better,
Baby girl.
And I guess it does create a pretty interesting contrast with the smooth, polished beats he chooses, but I really need more music before I can make my mind up on him. YK isn't this low on the list because I think he's awful or anything. I actually think he has a lot of potential and some of his melodies are pretty nice. It's just that he really doesn't have much out right now, so it's difficult to see where he's gonna go with it. And he currently only has like 2 songs that I quite enjoy. That's why he's number 10 on this list.
Who think you fooling? We not new to it. We kinda fluent. House game on the wood. My cup full with mud. I came out the hood.
Gunna. This is the 3rd out of my last 4 top 10s to have Gunna on it. I'm genuinely thinking he's gonna be everywhere. I can't even sleep at night because I'm scared Gunna will be there. The man who found one flow pattern and just does slight variations of it, just beating that cadence till it can't even walk anymore. The man whose voice seems to have been getting progressively quieter with each project, like he's fading away.
Yeah, hop in the Benz. I put it up on the rim. Gotta keep going in. Walking that flame, make a storm again. 7 grams of the dark stuff. Bad boy need to pipe down. I'm out that hood, I smoke good narcotics.
The man who makes some of the most stylistically bland music I've heard this year. That man is the one and only Gunna, king of features and the drip preacher. And everything I've said basically tells you I'm really not a fan. Worst rappers in the game, Gunna, coming soon. I swear it feels like Lil Mosey makes the same 3 songs repeatedly, just slightly changing them each time. I really want to like Mosey's music. It has that happy, upbeat aesthetic to it that I really do enjoy in rap music. But so much of his music just sounds so similar. It may have something to do with the fact that the same producer, Royce David, makes 90% of his beats, and there just isn't a whole lot of variation between them. Sure, they have some different elements in places, but the core idea and theme with a lot of them is exactly the same. They're nice beats, and Mosey doesn't sound bad over them by any means, but he only has had like a few songs that have really stuck with me. A lot of people seem to love Mosey, and I can understand why, but for me, it's just very difficult to get into his music when he's just treading the same lane constantly.
I just been married to double cup, I gotta pour me a 4 inside another liter. Tie up the bands and then run it up, I gotta put the new bells inside of the freezer.
Roddy Ricch is definitely one of the artists on this list that I feel the most mixed or unsure about. On one hand, he knows how to make songs with very catchy choruses that get stuck in your head and some pretty nice melodies. But on the other hand, I kind of feel like from the music I've heard that his sound isn't anything too new or fresh. Maybe people agree with this, maybe they don't, but I feel like Roddy is in the same kind of vein as DaBaby, especially with some of the production on Feed the Streets 2 and his voice in quite a few tracks, just a bit more melodic and vocally stronger compared to Baby. And that's a sound I'm already super tired of. I'm not even trying to argue about who did it first or who's original here. Roddy was just the one that I heard most recently, so by the time that I heard his music, I wasn't too hot on this sound. Outside of a few super catchy songs, he isn't all that distinguishable for me, but I will be keeping an eye out on what he does moving forward.
I be getting money now, everybody my relative. Talking about it all up like I don't know what jealousy is. Extra.
So Rico Nasty is pretty damn energetic and knows how to do quite a few different styles to have a decent variety of music. For example, YOY and Again have a much lighter tone to them than most of her rage-fueled tracks, and I actually really like these songs. The only thing is, I really need to be in the mood for her music to listen to it. Most of it, from the albums I've heard, which is Anger Management and Nasty, is really loud, aggressive, and in your face, with Rico shout rapping quite often. It's got a very punk edge to it. And it's something that is great when I want to listen to it, but I'm not really in the mood for it that often. And obviously, I don't think she should change this style or anything. She does it well, and it makes her stand out. It's just that personally, I can't always listen to it. She's another artist on this list that I do feel a little bit mixed on.
Cruising down the street, what a freak, chopper on the seat, AK with a beam, let it eat, bustin' on repeat.
The top 5 on here are artists that I do enjoy quite a lot. Now, Comethazine isn't someone that I'd ever say is an amazing rapper necessarily, but he's someone that I enjoy much in the same way that I enjoy Lil Pump. That youthful, ignorant sound can be really fun to listen to if done right, and if you don't come off as too much of an asshole in the lyrics. And Comethazine does this sound perfectly. He's like the much more aggressive and explosive cousin of Lil Pump. He honestly has some of the hardest tracks I've ever heard. Let It Eat makes me want to launch someone down to the end of my street, and then launch myself down to the end of it as well. It's so just... Sure, you're not going to get any type of depth or sad emotional music here, but if you just want to turn your mind off and get hyped up, Comethazine is a prime rapper for that.
Put some respect on my team, I'm the 1501 queen. Ayy, bitch, you better learn who run it, cause all this money gotta come through me.
Now, I'm relatively new to Megan Thee Stallion's music, but I really like what she has to offer so far. She has a really strong presence in her tracks that you can't help but notice. And the track Cash Shit made me realize that she almost sounds a little bit like a more serious and female version of DaBaby. Her Fever tape is 40 minutes long, but it honestly felt a lot shorter to me because I enjoyed it a lot. And the energy rarely dips, which really keeps things moving forward. The only songs I didn't really care for were Shake That and Pimpin'. But most of her music bangs, and she has some really entertaining lyrics too. Like I said, she comes off dead serious in a lot of her tracks, but not so much to the point that she isn't fun to listen to. She's very fun to listen to. I got a lot from Fever, and I'm really interested to see what she does in the future. There is one very simple word that I would use to describe and sum up DaBaby's music, and that word is Triller.
You know
I'm on site with this shit. Lose a fight, I get life in this bitch. Check this out, listen to me. Hey, look, that's where your picture gonna be. When I talk it, I live it, they feel it. And I got a pretty bitch with a face. Think that I'm broke, that shit think that I'm broke, think that I'm broke. You know I ain't come to.
Okay, but the second word is fun. His music's fun. Sure, he doesn't vary his sound that much and just sticks to one style of music, which is something that I criticized Lil Mosey for earlier on in this list. But I think DaBaby does it the right way because it's his vibrant personality, along with that earworm production, that just absolutely carries the tracks. A lot of the time, I feel like it can be hard to not be monotone or boring when you have one of those deeper, bassier rap voices, but DaBaby doesn't have this issue because of just how charismatic he comes across. You can take him seriously when you need to, but he's not afraid to have a fun time in his tracks, and this is a point that's even more amplified in his music videos. If you haven't seen a single DaBaby music video, go and watch one right now, they're so entertaining. And there is almost no wasted time on his songs. There's barely any tracks on Baby where he waits more than 10 seconds to begin rapping. It's very energetic stuff, and for what it is, I think it's incredibly entertaining.
Windows, I need a minute, yo. I leave your missus all mad and miserable. You picked the wrong time to pick a fight. You bitch your dyke, she thinks she Ike. You sipping on a drink.
Oh my god. I am so happy that this list introduced me to Tierra's music. She is insane. I listened to her 15-minute long, 15-track album Whack World, each song 1 minute long, and the amount of different vocal styles she fits into that short runtime is wild. She has more variety in her voice in 15 minutes than some of the rappers on this list do on their full-length, hour-long projects. Her music has that weird but relaxing vibe to it, and whether she's singing or rapping, her tracks are just so soothing. There's even a video version of her album which just provides even more to the content and aesthetic of it. I wasn't expecting to see this creativity or uniqueness on the freshman list this year, but I was really surprised with this one. If it sounds like I'm praising her a lot, it's because I was legitimately caught off guard by how much I loved Tierra's music. There's not a single song I've heard from her that I dislike yet. Amazing stuff.
I say 100 bag, hit it right back. Switch it up, flip it up.
So Cordae is a little like YK Osiris in that he still doesn't have a huge wealth of material out there at the moment. But the difference is, I pretty much love everything that Cordae has out. The way he likes to play around with mixing old school rap traits with a new school rap flavor is really compelling for me. And I think he manages to find a balance between those two styles perfectly to appeal to both crowds. I've seen fans of old school rap that love him, and also fans of rap that only came out after 2017 love him as well. He just really appeals to both. He has one song that I don't enjoy that much so far, and it's his 1985 response track, but everything else he has dropped is phenomenal. I just listened to Location Ships recently, and I cannot get it out of my head. It's so damn good. One of the most entertaining aspects of his songs is anticipating what kind of multi-syllable rhyme scheme he's gonna come through with, and that in particular has me very excited for his XXL freestyle and cypher. I can't wait for Cordae's album to see what he does with a full-length project, and he is just most definitely my favorite freshman from the 2019 XXL list. Even with the small amount of music that he has out there right now, he is crazy talented. Well guys, that's going to be it for the video today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what your personal ranking of the 2019 XXL Freshman is. If you agree with mine, if you disagree with mine, I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. I'm pretty happy that this came out. It came out about a week later than the one did last year and the year before that and the year before that, so this one was a little bit delayed compared to those ones, but I'm happy it's finally out. It means I can finally make a bunch of XXL videos that I've been saving up for this moment. So definitely subscribe if you want to catch those. Make sure you click the notification bell and put it to all if you want to be notified whenever I upload. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you all in the next one, and this is CDTVProductions, signing out.